Nikko is a popular destination for all seasons, but autumn is when it totally stands out. With the entire city transforming into vibrant colors of reds and yellows, enveloped in surreal nature, this place radiates so much life. Hello everyone, it's a beautiful morning here in Nikko today, and we are going to hike up that mountain over there. It's called Mount Nantai, and it's one of the Hyakumeizan and also one of the tallest mountains here in Nikko. Mount Nantai is 2,486 meters high. The mountain is also known as Futarasan and is the object of worship of Futarasan Shrine, for which a trailhead is located. So normally we would get our goshuin here before our hike, but they open at 8 a.m. and right now it's still 7, so we'll try to get our goshuin later after we go down the mountain. Before you start your hike, you first need to register and pay 1,000 yen. They also prohibit hiking in the afternoon as it can be dangerous. And it's just all the way up from here. As what I've shown you earlier, it says there that climbing in the afternoon is prohibited. This is also the reason why we came to Nikko yesterday, stayed the night and started early in the morning, because although it is a day hike, it takes 6 to 7 hours. And if you're from Tokyo going to Nikko, you would arrive here around 10 or 11-ish. And it might be dark when you finish your hike. I don't want to do that. So we just came here yesterday, stayed the night, and started early in the morning to hike Mount Nantai. And hopefully finish when the sun is still up. There's a road. I don't know where this one leads to, but I guess you can drive from here and not start from the trailhead, I guess. So, like Mount Fuji, Mount Nantai also has stations. First station will be, of course, the trailhead. And when you see this road, you're at the third station. Enjoy the respite that the road offers, because you won't have any after this one. Also, we did this hike in the last week of October, and the autumn colors have just started showing around the area. Once you have reached this torii gate, you are at the 4th station. So once you get past the concrete road and enter the torii gate, this is where the steepest part begins. It's just steep part until you reach the summit. So this is a challenging hike. So there is a little bit of an open path here, but it's such a foggy day today that you can't really see anything. It's been foggy for days now. We went here yesterday and it was also really foggy, and today is not that much different. It's a little better though because it's a bit brighter. Yesterday it was just dark. My only consolation for today is it's not raining. So it's still a win, I guess. The hut you are seeing right now is the 5th station, and this is the first one you will see along your hike. This hike is an 8-kilometer hike out and back. So it's not a really long hike, but the terrain makes it really hard. And now we're like 2 kilometers in and I'm already really tired. 2.2 kilometers. So 2 hours and 16 minutes, we reached 6th station.
Fresh from the oven, chubby and carefree. I had a mind at ease. Now I oversee the trees, birds and the beasts and the man and his empty deeds. I see everything. I got my feet on a cloud and I won't come down. I saw the eyes of the maker, heard a rushing sound, caught up in the wheel going round and round, spun like gold from the shining ground. I got my feet on a cloud and I won't come down.
If you go bouldering, this is like a slab wall with like really big holes. Not too bad. At least they're not slopers. A few moments later, we reached the second hut along the hike, which is also the 7th station. At some point of the hike earlier, I just stopped using my hiking poles because it got really rocky and slabby, so the poles were just in the way and it's safer for me to just not use them. But some people still use their poles. I guess they just prefer it that way, but for me, I felt safer just using my hands to support myself. The majority of the hike requires you to be on all fours, so if you have gloves, please wear them because you'll be using your hands a lot here. Oh, and good shoes so you don't slip. This hike is more than what I've signed up for. Still a pretty nice hike though. Just a tad more difficult. Just a few moments after this, we reached the 3rd hut, also known as the 8th station. We finally got back to the hiking part and done with the climbing part.
Beans telling things are well. What facts belong, it's hard to say. Your pattern is so hard to tell. But we're together, that's our game. Round and round and round we go.
Oh! We reached next station. I didn't even see that. I'm just so tired right now.
Look away. What's really going on? What's really going on?
I think we're almost there. We should be almost there.
What's really going on?
Views like this make hiking worth it, to be honest. This was the only time that the clouds parted for us, and thankfully, we were almost at the summit when it happened, so we got unobstructed views of the lake and the nearby mountains. When you get to the exposed part of the mountain, there would be more loose gravel, which is typical to volcanoes like the one you'd find at Mount Fuji. We're almost there. We made it to the peak of Mount Nantai at 2,486 meters. It took us 4 hours and 50 minutes to reach the top. So that's almost 5 hours of hiking up. Going down probably would take us like 2 to 3 hours. So we're gonna have our lunch here now, take some rest, and then take the same way down that we went from. We spent some time at the summit to rest and eat our lunch. The summit marker of this mountain is interestingly a sword, and of course, we have to climb up to it. I'm not really sure why it's a sword. I'd have to read about it. I could not really find anything online about it. Probably because I was researching in English. So if you know why it's a sword, please comment it down below. There is also a bell you can ring for good luck. We also stopped by the statue, which I think is the image of the great god Futarasan. We did not have enough time to stop by Okumiya of Futarasan Shrine. So after around 45 minutes, we started making our way down. The fog just got thicker on our descent. This hike has really been challenging for me. With the really rocky terrain paired with the steepness of the mountain, this is one of the difficult day hikes I have done. Not to mention that I'm a really slow hiker. If people say that the average time to finish a hike is 7 hours, you bet I would finish it in 10. And oh, remember when I said I wouldn't want to finish the hike in the dark? And it might be dark when you finish your hike, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, about that. So we finished the hike at almost 10 hours. It says that you can finish a hike in 6 to 7. I'm really slow, so it took us almost 10 hours to reach back here at Futarasan. So yeah, have some headlamps with you if you're very slow, because it's pitch dark out there at 5:30 in the afternoon. It's autumn, so I have expected that to happen, so that's why we have headlamps. If you're slow like me, have some. Bye. See you on the trails, everyone.